What if you could wake up sipping tea in a blue-painted mountain town, wander through ancient desert fortresses by afternoon, and fall asleep to the sound of waves crashing against red rock arches? In Morocco, that dream is very real. From cities that buzz with color and sound to silent, starlit dunes that stretch to forever, this country invites you into a story that changes with every turn. In this video, I'll reveal some fun facts about Morocco, and then we'll uncover some of Morocco's most breathtaking places. And make sure to watch until the end, because we'll be heading to a place where waterfalls crash into emerald pools, wild monkeys swing through the trees, and rainbows float through the mist. Fun facts about Morocco. Did you know you can ski and surf on the same day in Morocco? It's true. With the snowy peaks of the Atlas Mountains and the Atlantic Ocean's surf-ready coastline just hours apart, this country is made for thrill seekers. But that's just the beginning. Have you ever seen goats climbing trees? In southwestern Morocco, it's totally normal to spot them perched in argan trees like it's no big deal. Back in town, you'll probably be handed a glass of hot, sweet mint tea, Morocco's beloved Moroccan whiskey. And don't worry, it's non-alcoholic. Served with a flourish and always a smile. Fridays are couscous days, when families gather after midday prayer to share this comforting dish, a weekly ritual packed with flavor and tradition. In the Medinas, cats roam like they own the place, and honestly, they kind of do. Locals care for them, and they add to the charm of these ancient, winding streets, especially in places like Fez, whose Medina is a UNESCO World Heritage Site with more than 9,000 narrow alleys. If you're into history, Morocco's 4 imperial cities, Fes, Marrakesh, Rabat, and Meknes, each offer their own unique slice of the past. Over in Marrakesh's Jama El Fana Square, snake charmers and street performers bring centuries-old traditions to life before your eyes. And if the scenery looks a little familiar, it's probably because Morocco is a favorite filming location, with iconic spots like Ait Ben Haddou stealing the scene in blockbusters like Gladiator, The Mummy, and Game of Thrones. Oh, and fun fact, Morocco was the first country to recognize the USA back in 1777. The best places in Morocco. Chef Chaouen. First, let's head to Chef Chaouen, tucked away in the Rif Mountains of northern Morocco. Have you ever seen a town where everything is painted blue? That's Chef Chaouen, the Blue Pearl. This mountain town looks like something out of a dream, with soft shades of blue everywhere you turn. It's peaceful, almost surreal, and walking around feels like stepping into a watercolor painting. The blue tradition, it's believed to have started with Jewish refugees in the 1930s, who painted the town as a symbol of the sky and heaven. You'll want to explore the Medina. That's the old part of town with narrow alleyways and tiny homes all packed together. It's filled with artisan shops selling woven blankets, handmade leather, and colorful ceramics. Take your time here. This is where the magic lives. And when you need a break, find a rooftop cafe. Order a glass of mint tea, look out over the mountain peaks, and just enjoy the moment. It's the kind of place that slows you down in the best way. Want a great view? Hike up to the Spanish Mosque for sunset. You'll see the whole town glowing below. Or check out Ras El Ma, a riverside spot where locals still wash clothes and cool off. It's the kind of everyday scene that gives you a real feel for local life. And don't leave without trying the goat cheese. It's a local specialty, especially at breakfast, and it's ridiculously good. Chef Chaouen was founded in 1471 as a fortress against Portuguese invasions. But today, it's become a peaceful hideaway, one that's easy to fall in love with. Merzouga. Now let's venture into the desert. Welcome to Merzouga, the gateway to the towering dunes of Erg Chebi. Located near the Algerian border, This tiny village is your ticket to one of Morocco's most surreal landscapes. And it's so close to the border, locals even joke you could accidentally hike into another country. Don't worry, you'll have a guide. The sand dunes here? Absolutely massive. Some rise up to 150 meters, glowing orange and gold under the shifting light. But unlike the broader Sahara, Merzouga offers a more intimate desert experience, one where you really feel the silence and space all around you. If you've never watched the stars in total silence, this is the place to do it. One of the most magical moments is when the dunes sing. Seriously, on windy days you might hear a low, humming sound created by the grains moving across each other. It's eerie and unforgettable. Feeling adventurous? Try sandboarding, go for a quad bike ride, or take a 4x4 tour across the dunes. And if you're into natural healing, locals swear by a desert ritual where you bury yourself in hot sand to ease joint pain and rheumatism. It's like the world's most intense spa treatment. Merzouga is also home to several Berber communities, where you can learn about nomadic life and desert traditions. You'll also find the vibrant sounds of the Nawa people, whose roots trace back to sub-Saharan Africa. Their music and storytelling bring a powerful energy to the silence of the desert. Nearby, Dayet Shrij Lake appears seasonally and attracts flamingos and migratory birds when full, a strange but beautiful contrast to the dry surroundings. The best time to visit is between October and April, and many travelers pair it with nearby desert towns like Rissani or Zagora for the full Sahara experience. Waiting to be told. And once you visit, it's not a place you forget. Fes. Ready to get lost? In the best possible way? Let's head to Fes, Morocco's cultural and spiritual capital, and one of the most fascinating cities you'll ever experience. At the heart of it all is Fes El Bali, a massive medieval medina and UNESCO World Heritage Site. With its maze of over 9,000 alleys, it's one of the world's largest car-free urban zones, no traffic, just donkeys, hand carts, and the echo of footsteps on ancient stone. The city dates back to the 8th century, and it feels like it. You'll wander past mosques, madrasas, ornate wooden doors, and markets overflowing with handcrafted everything, from metal lanterns to woven rugs. Don't miss the University of Al-Qarawiyyin, founded in 859 AD. It holds the title of the oldest continually operating university in the world, according to UNESCO and Guinness. Pretty wild, right? One of Fes's most iconic, and let's be honest, intense stops is the Shwara Tannery. Here, leather is dyed in big, open-air vats of vibrant color, a tradition that's been going for centuries. The smell? Let's just say visitors are often handed a sprig of mint to hold under their nose. It's a full-on sensory experience. For something a bit more serene, step into the Al-Atarina Madrasa, a masterpiece of traditional Moroccan architecture with intricate tile work, carved cedar, and peaceful courtyards. Fes is also known for its distinct blue pottery and beautiful zellige tile work, both of which you'll find in workshops tucked between hidden courtyards and winding streets. This city doesn't try to charm you, it just is what it is, raw, rich, and utterly unforgettable. Everything from spices and textiles to fresh fruit and souvenirs. Visit Croco Park, home to over 300 Nile crocodiles set in beautifully landscaped gardens. Or take a walk through the Valley of the Birds, a free, shady park with exotic animals right in the heart of the city. And if you're craving a little nature escape, Agadir is the gateway to Paradise Valley, a hidden oasis in the mountains with natural rock pools and waterfalls that are just waiting to be jumped into. Agadir is where Morocco goes to unwind, and once you get here, you'll see why. 8 Ben Haddou. Next, let's time travel to one of Morocco's most iconic sites, 8 Ben Haddou. Why time travel? Because walking through this place feels like you've stepped straight into the past. With its sun-baked mud brick towers, narrow alleys, and lack of modern distractions, 8 Ben Haddou has barely changed in centuries. This UNESCO World Heritage Site is a traditional Kaysar, a fortified village made entirely of mud brick and clay. It dates back to the 11th century and was once a key stop on the ancient trans-Saharan trade route, where caravans passed through with gold, salt, and spices. And if it looks familiar, that's because Hollywood loves it. It's been featured in Gladiator, The Mummy, Prince of Persia, and even Game of Thrones. This was Yonkai, the Yellow City. You can climb through the Kaysar to reach the top, where you'll get stunning panoramic views of the Onala River and the surrounding desert. Some of the homes and towers are still inhabited, and a few are open for visitors to step inside. Despite its fame, the village has stayed true to its roots. No cars are allowed inside, and electricity and water are still limited. It's quiet, raw, and refreshingly real. Because it's made of natural materials, the buildings need constant upkeep. Locals regularly reapply mud and straw to keep the walls from crumbling. It's a rhythm that's gone on for generations. And if you can, come at sunrise or sunset. The entire village glows in shades of red and gold. It's like watching history light up. Rabat. Need a break from the crowds and chaos? Rabat might be just what you're looking for. This is Morocco's capital city and its political and administrative heart, but you'd never guess it from the laid-back pace and quiet charm of the place. Located on the Atlantic coast, right where the Bou Regreg River meets the ocean, Rabat is known for being clean, calm, and organized. With its wide boulevards, colonial-era buildings, and relaxed Medina, it feels like a breath of fresh air after the sensory overload of cities like Marrakech or Fes. One of Rabat's most beautiful spots is the Kasbah of the Udayas, a hilltop fortress with blue and white painted alleyways, peaceful squares, and stunning views of the Atlantic. It's postcard perfect, but without the crowds. Just outside the Kasbah, stroll through the Andalusian gardens, a peaceful oasis filled with orange trees, fountains, and shaded benches. Then head over to the Hassan Tower, the unfinished minaret of a massive 12th century mosque that was never completed. Right next to it is the Mausoleum of Mohammed V, an elegant white marble tomb guarded by royal guards on horseback, a true example of Moroccan architecture at its finest. For something more ancient and mysterious, explore the Cella, a walled necropolis with Roman ruins, medieval tombs, and storks nesting on crumbling minarets. It feels like history has just been left to grow wild here. Rabat might be the capital, but it's still one of Morocco's best-kept secrets. And if you're into slower travel, it just might end up being your favorite stop. Zagora. Looking for a quieter gateway into the Sahara? Let's head to Zagora. Located in the Drâa River Valley, right on the edge of the desert in southern Morocco, Zagora is often called the gateway to the desert, but with a vibe that's way more laid back and authentic than its more famous cousin, Merzouga. The landscape here is all about contrast: palm groves, rocky plateaus, and wide open skies that glow at sunset. It's peaceful, earthy, and just far enough off the tourist trail to feel like a real discovery. One of the town's most iconic sights is a simple sign that reads, Timbuktu, 52 days by camel. It's a nod to the old trans-Saharan trade routes, and while no one's making that journey these days, the sign remains one of the most photographed spots in Morocco. If you're up for adventure, you can take a camel ride or 4x4 tour out to the nearby Tinfu Dunes, or wander through the Kasbah of Amezrou, a former Jewish fortress that's now a quiet tribute to desert architecture. Don't miss a walk along the Drâa River, especially in the late afternoon when the light hits the palm oasis just right. It's simple, beautiful, and one of the best ways to soak in southern Morocco's slow, steady rhythm. Zagora isn't about big crowds or bold headlines. It's about subtle moments and local life. And that's exactly what makes it so special. Marrakech. Have you ever stepped into a city that feels like it's alive in every sense of the word? Welcome to Marrakech, Morocco's iconic red city, famous for its red sandstone walls and buildings that glow in the sun. Founded back in 1070, it quickly became a center of culture, trade, and religion. And it still hasn't slowed down. At the heart of it all is Jama El Fna, a massive open-air square where it feels like everyone is performing. You'll find snake charmers, storytellers, sizzling street food, orange juice stalls, and drummers playing well into the night. It's loud, it's wild, and somehow it works. Wander into the souks, and you'll find yourself in a maze of color and chaos, lined with stalls selling everything from spices and rugs to handcrafted jewelry, leather goods, and glowing lanterns. It's beautiful, intense, and incredibly easy to get lost in, both literally and mentally. Souk overload is real. Go slow and don't try to see it all at once. For a breath of calm, step into a traditional riad, a quiet inner courtyard home tucked away from the bustle. Or visit the Majorelle Garden, a lush, electric blue escape designed by artist Jacques Majorelle and later restored by Yves Saint Laurent. You'll also want to see the Koutoubia Mosque, with its iconic 12th century minaret that towers over the city, and explore the intricate beauty of Bahia Palace, with its peaceful courtyards and colorful mosaic tiles. And here's a tip. Don't leave without trying the orange juice at one of the stalls in Jama El Fna. It's fresh squeezed, ice cold, and costs less than $1. Trust me, you'll want more than one. In Marrakesh, mornings feel like a whisper, and nights explode with life. It's a place that hits all 5 senses, and then some. Ouzoud Waterfalls. Another spot you'll love? Ouzoud Waterfalls, one of the most beautiful natural wonders in all of Morocco. Just a few hours from Marrakesh, this place feels like stepping into a lush canyon oasis, complete with crashing water, red cliffs, and a whole lot of monkeys. Ouzoud is actually home to the tallest waterfalls in North Africa, with water tumbling down about 110 meters into a misty emerald pool below. The spray in the air often creates rainbows, so if you're into photos, this place won't disappoint. The name Ouzoud means olive in Berber, and as you explore, you'll see why. Olive trees and greenery are everywhere, hugging the cliffs and lining the trails. As you hike your way down, you'll pass multiple viewpoints, each one more jaw-dropping than the last. At the bottom, you can hop on a little raft to get closer to the base, or just kick off your shoes and cool off in the water. Keep an eye out for wildlife too. Barbary macaques roam freely here and are pretty used to visitors. You might also spot turtles, colorful birds, even butterflies floating through the mist. And if you're lucky, you'll catch sight of natural swimming pools, built by locals using rocks and logs, tucked beneath the falls like secret little spas. It's the kind of place that reminds you how wild and peaceful the world can be. Nature doesn't get much better than this. Casablanca. What does Morocco's future look like? You'll find a glimpse of it in Casablanca. This is Morocco's biggest and boldest city, a place of business suits and beach views, glass towers and grand mosques. It's where tradition meets ambition, and the pace never quite slows down. The city's most iconic landmark is the Hassan II Mosque, one of the largest mosques in the world, with a minaret that towers 210 meters into the sky. Set right on the edge of the Atlantic, part of it actually stretches out over the water. It's also one of the few mosques in Morocco open to non-Muslims, and stepping inside feels like walking into a palace. Think marble columns, carved wood, and ceilings that seem to float. To feel the ocean breeze, take a walk along the Corniche. This seaside promenade is lined with beach clubs, palm trees, cafes, and places to just sit and watch the waves roll in. By day, it's laid back. By night, it buzzes with life. Want something more traditional? The old Medina is tucked right into the modern city, smaller than others in Morocco, but full of market stalls, spices, leather, and local color. Then there's Mohammed V Square, surrounded by elegant French colonial buildings and always full of movement. Kids playing, birds circling the fountains, traffic swirling past. Just a few blocks away is the Royal Palace of Casablanca. You can't go inside, but the massive gates, tiled arches, and towering palms make it worth a stop. And of course, there's Rick's Cafe, a real-life tribute to the classic Hollywood film Casablanca. Inside, you'll find piano music, white tablecloths, and a bit of movie magic, even though, fun fact, not a single scene was actually filmed here. Atlas Mountains. Next up, the mighty Atlas Mountains, where Morocco's landscape takes a dramatic turn. Stretching across Morocco, Algeria, and Tunisia, this range is home to North Africa's highest peak, Mount Toubkal, which towers at over 4,000 meters. Here, everything gets more extreme. You'll find deep gorges, snow-capped peaks, lush valleys, and tiny stone villages that look like they've been carved right into the mountainside. And get this, Berber legends say these mountains were formed by Atlas, the Titan from Greek mythology, who was turned to stone while holding up the sky. Honestly, when you see these peaks in person, it kind of feels true. This region is a dream for hikers and adventurers. Whether you're here to climb in Toubkal National Park, explore trails by bike, or just wander between villages, there's always something waiting around the next bend. Imlil, a little mountain town, is one of the best spots to start a trek, or just get a taste of local Berber life. You'll pass ancient kasbahs, terraced farms, and kids waving from rooftops as you hike through the valleys. And here's something most travelers don't expect. You can ski here. In winter, resorts like Okemeden open up for skiing and snowboarding, all with views that beat your average alpine resort. The epic scenery here is so striking. It's been used in films and video games as the backdrop for everything from fantasy worlds to war zones. But when you're here in person, it feels even more cinematic. Wander into the Medina and you'll find artisan shops filled with woodwork, silver jewelry, and woven treasures. It's the perfect place to take it slow. And if you've ever wondered how argan oil is made, this is the place to learn. Visit a women's cooperative and you'll see the whole process, from cracking the nuts to pressing the oil. It's one of the most meaningful souvenirs you can take home. Sahara. Now let's head deep into the vast and legendary Sahara Desert, where time slows down and the sky goes on forever. The Sahara is the largest hot desert on Earth, stretching over 9 million square kilometers. In Morocco, it unfolds in endless dune fields, rocky plateaus, salt flats, and trails once followed by ancient caravans. Some of the tallest dunes here soar up to 180 meters, shaped constantly by the wind. The landscape never stays the same. Each visit is like walking into a painting that's been redrawn overnight. One of the most unforgettable ways to experience it? A camel trek at sunrise or sunset. There's something surreal about watching the colors shift across the sand as your camel gently sways beneath you. At night, the magic only deepens. With zero light pollution, the sky opens up to a sea of stars. And if you're lucky, you might even catch a glimpse of the Milky Way stretching from one horizon to the other. And believe it or not, it has snowed here before. Rare, but real. Snow dusting the dunes is one of the most otherworldly sights this desert has ever seen. For centuries, nomadic tribes like the Tuareg and Berbers have called this harsh environment home, guiding travelers, sharing stories by firelight, and proving that even in the quietest places, life finds a rhythm. Lagzira Beach. Let's end our adventure with something truly wild. Welcome to Lagzira Beach. Tucked away on Morocco's southern Atlantic coast, between Mirleft and Sidi Ifni, Lagzira is one of the country's most unique and photogenic beaches. What makes it so special? The massive red sandstone rock arches that rise straight out of the shoreline, carved over centuries by the wind and waves. Framed by cliffs, sea caves, and endless ocean, it's the kind of place that feels more like a movie set than a real beach. The best time to visit? Sunset. As the sun dips low, the whole beach glows in deep reds and golds, and the remaining arch lights up like it's on fire. It's a dream for photographers, or anyone who just wants to stand still and take it all in. It's also great for surfing, beach walks, or simply kicking back far from the crowds. There are no big resorts here, just a stretch of coast, a handful of small cafes, and the sound of waves crashing on the rocks. A second massive arch once stood nearby, but sadly, it collapsed in 2016. A reminder that this natural beauty is always changing. Lagzira is popular with local weekenders and surfers, but it still feels like one of Morocco's best-kept secrets. If you're looking for that quiet, windswept finish to your trip, this is it. Thanks for coming along on this trip through Morocco. If you enjoyed it, hit subscribe so you don't miss the next one. We've got more places to explore.